Tiny Toon Adventures, Toonenstein, Dare to Scare. That's a very long title. All the Tiny Toon games have this problem. You're glad you slept through the bowling. I don't know how I wasn't yawning during that. It was very bland. The problem with Tiny Toon games is that all of them have to start with Tiny Toon Adventures, so the titles are all very long. Like if you look here at the list, all the Tiny Toon games have Tiny Toon Adventures and then it gets really freaking long. And this one, like it's Tiny Toon Adventures, then you have a separator, then you have Toonenstein, then you have another separator, and then you have Dare to Scare. So having a subtitle in a game that has a pre-title Tiny Toon Adventures, that's way too much. I'm complaining about the title. It's, I guess. Now, Plucky Duck and Hampton, they look fine on the left. They look scared. Good old flashlight up your face thing. That's fine. Furball on the left, it looks pasted on. No shading, no nothing. It's just, yeah, here's a random clip art of Furball. Vertical. Yeah, it's like a vertical Vatican. Vertical entertainment. And I think that lady at the back is supposed to be Elmira. And because of the little ribbon on her head, that's kind of obvious. I was reading the synopsis of this game. I think it's supposed to be Elmira. It doesn't look like her at all. I'm not a fan of this cover. There's a guy on the right side. What the fuck is that? There's a green guy on the right side. I'm not the biggest fan of this cover art. I guess it's functional, but I'm not a fan. I think that's the only front of the box that we have, yes. Some games will have multiple ones, but very few, actually. I think it's one or two, actually, for the entire retrospective. Oh, look, we got a raid.
Thank you.
Schubert, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. We're not related. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Welcoming everyone from Schubert's channel. I'm Cooper. I stream from Sundays to Fridays. We have been doing nothing but Looney Tunes for a full retrospective that has 103 games, as you can see here. We have finished 56 so far, so we're more than halfway through it. And I was just starting to talk about today's game. Welcoming Dark Rift, and Cowboy Astronaut, and Krausscape, and Zargert, and Schubert, of course. Welcoming everyone. I was talking about this. So the full name of the game is Tiny Toon Adventures, Toonenstein, Dare to Scare. It's a very long game. Now I was talking about the cover art. How Furball looks like he's just clip art pasted on top of it. And the Elmira looks very weird. Welcoming the Terlevas. Let's take a brief look at the back of the box. Tiny Toon Adventures, Toonenstein, Dare to Scare. Yeah, it's the same as the front of the box. Okay. The spookiest adventure ever for Hampton, Plucky, and Furball. Oh, so there is a reason for Furball to be on the front. He's actually part of it. But I don't think it would be playable. I did fully expect you to be able to play with Plucky and Hampton, but Furball probably not. It's probably like a bonus or something. Toonenstein trademark Dare to Scare. Well, Dare to Scare is not trademarked. Toonenstein is a wacky new kids adventure game based on the Emmy Award-winning Tiny Toon Adventures animated series. Trademark. Adventure. What does it mean by adventure? It doesn't mean adventure, right? Trapped inside Baroness Toonenstein's Elmira mansion, Furball with panicky pals Plucky and Hampton must avoid getting their brains swapped with Elmira's cuddly creation. In this haunted hide-and-seek, the only chance of escape is to redirect the mansion's creepy power and stop Elmira in her monstrous machinations. We have 36 Zenny contraptions to find and activate. Zenny, this is not Animaniacs. Spooky, it's very spooky. Plucky and Hampton provide a belly full of comic relief. They're both the comic relief, so there is no straight man. Okay, they're both comic relief. You're supposed to have only one. Beautifully rendered 3D backgrounds. Elmara, no relation to Elvira. No, it's Elmara because she's supposed to be related to Elmer Fudd. It's like a female version of Elmer Fudd, so that's why she's called Elmara. Explore over 17 unique rooms in Elmara's mysterious mansion. And then we have some low-ass quality. Is this an actual adventure? Wait. Well, the characters are 2D? I'm very curious as to what this... Is this an adventure game? Actually. Like, looking at this, at the description, I have no idea what this game is gonna be like. There's some kind of ghost hunting thing on the top right. There's some 2D drawn characters and a bunch of 3D rendered backgrounds, so it's not real-time rendered, which is fine, I guess. It's compatible with analog controls. Fancy. Alright. Alright, I do like the overall art back here. Castle in the back and everything. Alright. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Let's move over here. Timer is reset. The title all the way up there is very small font. Because the title is very long. So I'm gonna turn my console on all the way over here. And I'm gonna start the timer. Well, let's see what awaits us with this game. I have high hopes. Although the descriptions... The description for the game doesn't really inspire much confidence to me for some reason. I have high hopes after the previous PS1 game. Sound works, thank you. I actually am going to get the capture and I'm going to reset it. Because sometimes the audio gets delayed. And resetting it once fixes it. Fancy, I guess. Not really. Did I not get the rights to the music?
This looks creepy and yet profitable. This scares me.
God damn it, that one British idiot. It's very cinematic. No relation. It's vertical Vatican. Like Vatican but built upwards. Volume is very low. Oh, that's kind of nice. I think these are the places from the actual game, and the intro is just going through them, based on the screenshots. It's a very long intro. Yeah, the mix in art styles is interesting because a lot of those textures are like cartoon style hand drawn. It's still going. Beetlejuice intro. Welcome you, Armored Macaw.
Snap out of it, pig! What? Oh, good. Whew. My voice still works.
It defaults to... Well, there is no normal, so we're gonna be playing on easy. It defaults to easy. You can watch that gigantic intro again. Also, the video was delayed in audio, but it's not my capture. Like, now it's fine. Settings. Audio. Switch to mono, switch to stereo.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
I'm the locksmith. And I'm a locksmith.
Armored Macaw, thank you for the follow. Enjoy the free emotes. Okay, so all the settings we have is audio. Then you can look at the memory card. Nothing to load. Memory card 2, I don't even have. Switch to password screen. Oh, you can use a password instead of using the memory card. Okay. I mean, that's actually kind of cool. I wish more games did that. And then that's all the options. It's a very basic menu. The menu is basically stereo mono load game. Input password. All the budget went to the 3D. Yeah, that's very likely. How do I exit? Okay. So it defaulted to easy. There is no normal, so we're playing on easy, I guess.
Ooh, what a surprise! Little pets with cutesy wootsy heads. I mean, welcome to my place of employment. Now be good and sit your little fluffy wolfies down and stay here until until I get back from my lab. Be good and don't turn on anything that'll take away my power. Just sit and behave. Whew, I think that's my elevator. I'll be back.
Plucky, tell me again, why are we here?
Hammy, we gotta find this lab and stop her from making this monster, or else...
Not an option.
With Furball is kind of 3D. Furball is 3D. Pre-rendered probably, but it's still 3D, and that's pretty good 3D. Music Comic Sans in the options menu. I pressed left. It looks good. Okay, no buttons seem to do anything. Oh, I can hold L or R, any of the 4 ones to pull that thing. It supports the analog stick for the push left, push right mechanics. He's 3D, probably had to walk. Yeah. And Ozager, that makes a lot of sense because we're controlling him, but I thought we were gonna be playing as the other ones. Okay, if you pause, you can reset the game. Then you can save. Comic Sans. Yeah, and now you can load. I pressed cross. What? What? Okay, if I press right, I'm a bit confused, I guess. If I press right, we come here. If I press cross here, he uses this thing? So we got a clover and a light.
I think I saw this room in What's Up Chuck magazine.
If I press cross here, nothing happens. Okay, so on that scene, pressing cross did that animation and we got a clover. On the other one, we go into the shooting scene. It's an on-rails shooter, something, I don't know. On-rails that doesn't move. And here doesn't do anything, we can go up. So it's... Okay, here we can both go up and press cross, okay. It's another shooting segment. Now we have to wait for loading. But I don't see anything to actually shoot. Okay, so this is a scene with shooting, I guess. I assume if I press up, I go back down the stairs. Cross. Creepy. Sharpening pencils. We got money back too. No, the fireball animations are amazing. It's pre-rendered 3D and it looks way better than I would expect for a game of this era / budget. I feel like Plucky and Hampton are traditional 2D animation. Because that's like a cartoon shader on Fireball, and cartoon shaders back in 1999 were not very solid. This one is incredibly decent. What is going on? That's why it's impressive. Okay, I can bring this up, but I can't do anything with it. Oh, never mind. Is this just walk around, watch animations, and nothing more? I think this might be just walk around, watch animations, get items, and go on. Like, literally, like, what can we make for kids that is just put a controller in the kid's hands and keep him busy and actually give him a game. I was expecting more. Okay, this is another shooting segment. But I think there is a thing we can shoot at up there. I have no idea. This game have a manual that explains things a bit more. It probably does. Alright, just because we're all confused, let me try to find a manual. Oh, we can shoot something here. Hang on. It's dynamite ghosts. It kind of moves on its own sometimes. When you get too lost.
This deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck dance.
So that one had things to kill. Toonenstein Dare to Scare manual. You have to activate the switches, then ghosts appear. Hang on. Let me get a better version of this manual. MB of manual, 15, 18. Wait, I downloaded it, I opened it and it's blank. Why is it blank? The interface for this website is a bit weird. Well, whatever. Where's my browser window here? Okay, this is the manual. DualShock, right stick, triangle button. Yeah, it's just telling you what the controller looks like. You may have a controller that looks like this. If so, please follow the digital instructions outlined above. Story, game setup. Toonenstein Dare to Scare supports the analog feature of the DualShock controller. Make sure to press the analog mode. Left stick can be used to move for ball during normal play. Right stick can perform the button functions and move in the corresponding direction. Activate a switch, lever button, or the bump set disabler gun. Triangle on pause. Electrometer. That thing on the top left. There's a button layout showing the buttons. Yeah, not what they do. Object of the game. Your main goal is to explore the dimension and look for a way out. Elmira has locked all of you in and will be ready to swap the monster's brains at any moment. If she catches you, it would be curtains. The mansion is divided into 5 floors with Elmira's laboratory on the top floor. In order to move from floor to floor, you need to find and use the elevator. However, the elevator needs power to move up or down. When you first start out on the floor, there's no power for the elevator. You'll have to explore internal things that generate power. Once you have enough power, you can hit the elevator and go to another floor. So yeah, the things we're pulling are generating power. Actuators. Actuators are the crazy looking mechanical devices scattered all about the mansion. Each time you turn one on, it creates 1 unit of power for the elevator. Each time you turn on an actuator, one power unit lights up on the electrometer. An actuator can only turn on one light, so if you turn it on again, it will not light another bulb. Because you can't pull the same one 5 times. Internet is dead. In a hotspot and frosty, I'm sorry to hear. We had a heat wave last week. Last stream I was on a t-shirt and now it's freaking 5 Celsius again. It's been very difficult for health. If power is drained and all the lights are out, an actuator will again generate 1 unit of power when turned on. So you can drain the power, or maybe just when you use an elevator. There are 6 actuators on each floor, and Furball will need to turn on all 6 to power up the elevator. Okay. 6, not 5. Actuator enabler switch. Each actuator has an enabler switch that will turn it on. Look for trapdoors located on the floor by an actuator. The enabler switches are hidden beneath these doors. When you want to turn on, press X easy mode or square hard mode. It changes the button. Electrometer appears on the upper left. Each time you turn on, shows you how many bulbs you have lit. When all 6 are lit, you can ride the elevator. Also attached is Elmara's Spinner of Despair. She'll do anything to try and stop you from moving around the dimension, so she has booby-trapped many of the actuators. Each time you turn on an actuator, the circular spinner appears above the bulbs and shuffles through a variety of icons. Each icon has a specific event attached to it, some good and some not so good. Bomb bats. Okay, so we got the bomb bats. They destroy any actuator you try to turn on. This means you'll be unable to turn on. To stop it, you have to fight a bomb bat disabler gun, which is what we just did, and play the bomb bat game. You can destroy the bomb bats and free the angel bomb bat. The angel bomb bat will restore any broken switches. Revisit a broken actuator switch and the angel will fly in and repair it for you. If a picture of Mara comes up, you better run for your brains. This means Omar is alerted to your presence, is coming to find. You'll have to dodge her. She uses the same elevator you do. If he finds you, it could spell the end. Spinner lands on this electrostatic energy will cause Anton to reach the peak of his fear, then freeze in terror. He'll be so scared he'll not move from his spot on the floor. Be unable to leave the floor until you find him. So if the floor you can find him, Plucky knows how to poke him back into action. Yeah, no, this is one of those games that does require the manual, which is not usual for like this era of games, I guess, but whatever. The whole reason you're here, as much as Plucky wants to escape his brain, his greed is strong as his fear. There's a bag of gold hidden somewhere in the dimension. You need the 5 code numbers to open the safe. If a bag of gold appears, Plucky will be 1 step closer. Don't worry about remembering the numbers. Pluck has a mind like a steel trap door. I will know just which numbers to use. When a 4-leaf clover comes up, relax, take a deep breath, and be happy nothing bad happened. Now, nothing good happened either, but at least you're 1 step closer. This shows the elevator is ready to go. Find it. Okay. Elevators connects each. Why is the elevator complicated? Okay, the elevator is a bit complicated. Doors and hallways. Bombat minigame. You have a few games that even with context wouldn't help. Yeah, I know those. Guessing just ran out of budget to make it in-sensing game. Yeah, it might have been licensed games, right? Neighbor switch, electric eyes, peep screens. I think that's all we really need, so I'm gonna pull this down. If we need, we can go back to this. So this is where we killed... So this is the thing where you kill the bombats if they come up again. Run out of dev time. That's also possible. Let's activate this one. But it is just walk around, activate. Gameplay is sometimes you get bombats. Well, we might get to Elmira and then we have to run from her or something. Okay, nothing bad happened. So I brought it up as a possible contextual clue on what we are doing. Yeah, no, that was a good suggestion. I tend to avoid manuals just because I'm lazy. But yeah, sometimes it's needed. It's been more needed on this retrospective than it usually is on average for me. Which means a lot of these games just leave vital information to the manual. Those animations are not particularly funny or scary, they're just random 3D shit. Which is a shame. Oh, this would be the elevator, but we can't use it yet. I can go to who gives you up. Yeah, that's usually what happens.
I guess this elevator uses power. Duh.
Even close up for ball looks decent. Outstanding work. This is another bomb bat attacker. But there is a thing that goes down, I guess. Wait. We came from here, I'm pretty sure. But that's the same bomb bat, so is this a...
This smells funny, and I'm not talking about you, Hampton.
Hampton is not here. Oh, he just goes to... Okay, so there are two scenes with the same thing. And even if there is nothing to kill, it lets you go in here and waste time waiting for the loading. Yeah, whatever. So you just go up. And here's the last one. That's a... That was a Death Star shooting at a USS Enterprise? So it's Star Trek and Star Wars references, they couldn't split those apart. Yeah, those animations, like, the animations are nothingness, right? It's just moving and scaling. Yeah, bye Hampton. Enterprise having a seizure. Yeah. I have been a Borg sphere. No, that's a Death Star. It's a gigantic elevator. So we start here. Wait. Are we here and then we can go to the basement? I can't go up from here. So we can choose whether to go to the second floor or to the basement? I guess.
Paddy says you have to find a bone, or else the devil dog will eat you if you're a duck.
Okay, that drained all the
He
power.
thinks he might be one potato shy of an Irish stew. You know, I think I understood.
And they just run away. I wish we had Plucky and Hampton. Most of the time it's just verbal. Okay, I'm gonna put down a save, I guess. I don't know if you can die. Comic Sans. Everywhere. Did it save? It doesn't tell you if it's saved, it doesn't play a sound, it's just saving. I guess. That's it, maybe. I don't know. Ah, shit, I didn't realize it was one of these. Ah, loading. Save a few more times. I can save it on the other memory card. I don't have another. Well, I do, it's not connected. Unpolished game. Yeah, it's... I mean, the 3D scenarios are okay. The animations switching around are fine. The animations for the characters are amazing, I guess. But the menus are disgusting. Is that a witch playing an organ? Well, I guess.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Okay, I need to kill the bomb bats. Looks good, player. Does it? What? He could at least have said a funny line. Lazy bastard.
Don't worry about those flying cannonballs. You got the bomb bat disabler.
Well, that plays rather crazed and ass menus. We have had worse menus, I guess, yes. Yay, minigame.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a high-ho duck dance.
I don't know, I was hoping we were going to like play as Plucky and Hampton with actual 3D models running around the mansion. So it is actually an adventure game. It's Mist for kids. Which is kind of okay, but the animations could be more interesting. They're just there. It has its charm. It does. Like like I said, Verbal's animation is fantastic. I feel like they spent like 30% of their time on that. It is very basic. I don't think we can argue that. I feel like it was meant to be okay, we have a bunch of funny animations because like those animated jigsaw puzzles that we played last stream were fun because you got the Looney Tunes cartoons in there. I think it was supposed to be something like that, with each animation here being a fun thing. But the animations are nothingness. What? That was funny, was it? You guys were supposed to simulate a real-life haunted house where each room has its thing, then you move on to the next room. Yeah, it does feel like it's supposed to work like that. It's just that the thing in each room is nothingness. That's my main complaint with the game. I think the structure is okay for a kid's game.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Okay, I need to find the bomb bat eraser thingy. It's not here. Yeah, I know. The puzzle game last stream. Yeah, no, those are amazing. I was rewatching the tripping. Oh, that was amazing. It's so funny. And then a river out of nowhere. At least it's like consistent. We're looking at the scenery here from the region we are in. It's very formulaic, but it's decently made.
This deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck dance.
It did get better every time we watched, yes. I need to find like a torrent of old Looney Tunes cartoons, get a copy of that one and make an alert out of it. Trippin'. Okay, that one got fixed, so now we can use it and watch the guitar being played. It's for Bob being scary.
Cable?
Okay, this one you can go up. Is the right one the last? The first one that we used to go back? Then this will lead me to one activate. Yes, okay. So we go back left, then we go up. So this is gonna be... I felt like this game might take me 2 or 3 streams just looking at the cover art. The brief look at the back of the box. But I think this is gonna be like 2-hour stops. It's like 30 minutes per floor.
Whoa!
Big ass sensor bar. That would make a great alert. It would. You know what? Let me write that down. Not yet another thing. Daffy Duck tripping alert. Okay, let's look at the animation with the robots. Okay, I'm gonna write anyway in case it doesn't loop straight up because... Because we need a bone.
Malkovich.
Ew! Somebody's been turning on machines and taking my power! I'll just go turn up the juice!
Zofair, thank you so much for the 200 bits, my friend. I really appreciate the support. I always look at that alert suspiciously nowadays. I'm just like, what? Yeah, no, okay. That's fine. Which is an unintended effect. I didn't expect that to happen when I created the other one. Okay, now we go up the elevator. Don't know what pulling on that slot machine actually did.
Ew! Somebody's been turning on machines.
Yeah, you have said that already. I like how they were too lazy to actually have Fireball walk everywhere. He just does the sprint and the... He sprints from somewhere and then he appears where he's supposed to be, so they don't have to do the entire walking thing. Okay, next floor. And then we'll save.
Paddy says you have to set the generator correctly in order to open the safe and get the riches.
Methinks he might be one potato shy of an eye.
No, you have already said that. So that safe was closed because we have to... Okay, so we need to do the generator thing? For the safe, we need to find the bone? Does that mean that there is a correct order to do the floors, but we can only do the first 3? Yeah, most of these have shown up on the intro, so like I said, most of the intro is just all the animations they did played in a row while navigating. Which is kind of a clever way of having a lot of variety in the intro, but then it reduces the surprise of seeing the animations here if you care about that. No, yes, Alex Murphy, did you not see how scary that was? Do you want to see scary? Do you want to see creepy and spooky? Check this out. Look, Fireball is terrified. Holy shit, that was...
Cable?
I'm very frightened by that. Holy crap. Welcome in, Alex Murphy. You have to be even more tactical because of you using the OG more. Yeah, every time you use the OG one. And that's the thing, the scare one doesn't give me time to react. So when the OG one comes up and I'm like, no, if I can look at it, then it's not the new one. It's too scary for you, yeah. It's too scary, yeah, it's too scary for all of us. Should be playing during... If you play this during Spooktober, you just like... Feeling a quote. Is this? I don't see what we're using here. Ah, it's a shooting thing up there. Ah. I think it's not just the panel, I think the flying thing is also on these scenes. So it's kind of my bad that if it is the flying thing, then I don't need to... I just don't want to risk missing something, then I will have to spend a lot of time going around. Reflections. That's gruesome. It was eaten by the clamshell. Hello there, Games on VHS. It looks kind of cool. It's frightening. The game is daring to scare. Welcome in, Games on VHS. Furball's animation is amazing. Because it's like a 3D with toon shading properly done. Still have no idea what's going on. You walk around pulling those levers to fill the light bulbs. When the light bulbs are filled, they go into the elevator. The animation is just a bonus. And it's a node navigation. It's missed for kids. It's missed where they replace all the puzzles with creepy animations. It's an adventure, yes. We're trying to find Elmira before she puts her brain into a monster. We also want to get a treasure, I think. So you're saying there is no... No, there is gameplay. We walk around and we press... cross. And sometimes we have a shooting minigame. The cup! The cup moved, chat. I think the cup just moved. Holy shit. Bomb bats! Oh no! We need to shoot them! Hurry! Look! It's a bomb bat! We need to shoot it!
Yikes, bomb bats!
You wanna see how difficult the shooting minigame is? The game has two difficulty settings. The default one. We're on the default one. Look, you wait. And then the game goes... No, here! Shoot this! If you wait long enough... Here! This one! Okay. Oh, there were two there. You can move around manually. You probably go faster. But you can just wait. Okay, I'm gonna move around a bit. But even if you don't wait, it does move you automatically eventually. Like here. We shot everything, chat. That was close.
This deserves a double thumbs up on a hi-ho duck dance.
Intense exploring. Yeah, very intense. I can't go in here. Let me clear this area first. Then again, it's probably faster if you always go in. Poor guy, holy shit, that's... Holy crap, man, that was brutal.
Is it a cable?
About your difficulty level, me too. Man, this is too scary, man. I don't... It's radioactive red explosion. And again! No, not again! Christ, man. No, I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Raised, confused, and trying everything out. It's destroying the toast. The toast didn't do anything. Okay, so we already completed the lights, but there is something to the left that I need to check. You can rewatch the animations if you really want to have nightmares. I'm just watching them once each because it's like mandatory, but I can't handle more than that, chat. I'm sorry. Watch the VOD if you want more.
Ew! Somebody's been turning...
It's the same line! It only has one. Right, this is a bomb bat attacker. No, not even that. I can go up there. So I want to go up there, see what's there. Does this go back to the entrance? It does. Truly a game. It's one of the games of all time, definitely. It's technically, I was a bit confused. It's technically the second. It's technically the second Tiny Toon Adventures game on the PS1. Oh, the bone! We found the bone.
Is that a bone? What is this? A game or an archaeological expedition?
We need the bone. Okay.
Plucky, I think it's impolite to not ask your friends.
It's the second one because the first one is technically a Beanstalk, Buster and the Beanstalk. But that one we played the Windows version. A boner.
You know, this dog bone's giving me a rash.
As an interactive experience, which is kind of the same for a Beanstalk. Beanstalk is not much of a game. It's just like fine. It's Beanstalk is like this one, but instead of going through everything, it's like you need to find the exploding toast, the nuclear toast. You need to find the nuclear toast, and then you go straight to the nuclear toast and use it. So it's the same setup as that game. But that one, the animations are fun. Because they're not 3D, they're all hand-drawn. So, and they're a lot more varied. And there's a point to each one of them, it's not just things wiggling randomly. Mist for kids if Mist was mediocre. So it's the same game, except it's lamer. And you have to look through everything. It's not just the one it tells you to. That part I don't mind. But the animations being dumb, I kind of do. Because on Beanstalk we still looked through everything. Because we wanted to, because it was fun.
Ew!
Yeah. Okay, and now we can go here. Random wriggling thing, huh? Yeah, this game would be amazing on the Wii.
Hattie says, watch out for those eyeball cameras. That crazy scientist lass can see you through those if she has enough power.
And what does that mean?
Methinks he might be one potato shy.
That's the same line. That's why I'm skipping it. I was a bit worried on the intro when we were shown all the crazy environments. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get lost. But no, it's all the same. Go right, go up. The rich guy being called petty is a little racist. Is it? I'm not aware. Is that why it has a potato joke as well? I mean, English is not my first language and I'm not too familiar with some of those cultural elements. So if it is racist, I really didn't realize. But then again, it's not my fault. I didn't make the game. That's why they call police vans paddy wagons. This is a PS1.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
I'm the locksmith.
Josh, thank you
And
for the
I'm a
follow to the
locksmith.
free modes. It shows up there. I know it's a bit small, but it shows the game title, system, and year. Always have that on my overlay. This is 1999 on the PlayStation 1. Happy at 2 as well. It has been Monday here for 15 minutes, but technically this is the Sunday stream. Okay, I'm gonna go through the door because I think if you go first you walk less.
You know, the more you turn on, the more you turn on.
What? Greetings from Texas. Greetings from Brazil. Welcoming my Texan friend. The English used to use paddy as a term for Irish folk. I assume that character is from Tiny Toon Adventures and it was not invented for the game. Okay, that one is kind of funny. Never seen or heard of this game, looks like fun. Oh, that's the thing about this retrospective that I'm doing. I'm doing all 103 Looney Tunes games. It has a lot of games that not only I don't know, I would never look at. So I get to explore a lot of... You know, at least this stuff is interesting. This is not fun to play, but it's kind of cool to look at.
If I were behind
Also from
you,
Brazil,
Hambone,
welcome
no
in,
one
Aruna
could
Call
see me.
again, yes. I used to have a way for Brazilians to immediately know that this is a Brazilian stream. I don't know if you can see it on the very small webcam on the bottom left, but I had more than one Brazilian realize it was a Brazilian stream when they saw this little guy here. One Chapulin Colorado. The animations are beautiful. They're okay. Greetings from Florida. Yeah, Sakura is from Florida. Where all the crazy people congregate. Sakura probably has a lot of trouble just going to the shop. You've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. Yeah, Furball is... Ah, shit, we go into a useless loading. Furball might be in trouble. Especially after, It wasn't Famball. It was... For a boy, I think, that we decided to call that feminine Furball from the other game, dressed as a cheerleader.
You know, this dog bone's giving me a rat.
Florida has walking catfish. What is that?
Did your mother ever tell you not to answer a classified ad?
No, she didn't. So the game gives you multiple chances to get the bone if you miss it the first time around. Não contava com sua astúcia. Yes, I'm very good. Okay, burger guy. Get wrecked, plant. That's an American. You're not stealing a burger from an American. Try again.
Is it a kibble?
Good luck. Okay, that's it. That's it's just animation of him cleaning his beak. That's it. I guess.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Ah, bomb bats. I don't remember. I think we go left 2 or 3 times. Also, this is something that will happen on Pajamas Sam. Wait! I went left. Why are we here? This is different. Wait, did I not go left? The ref had a few issues there. Yeah, the ref is... Wait, left takes me here. And then left again takes me back. Okay, the navigation is messed up on this screen. They managed to mess that up. Just there for some reason. That screen has left and right reversed. Oh, you can just hold down. Because it automatically moves you, you can literally just hold down cross and eventually the scene ends. Like it's starting to move me automatically before I can even finish looking around. Yeah, you can just hold down cross and the scene ends eventually.
This deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck dance.
Nice animation, very whimsical. Got another money bag. I think we need to find 5 in total. This thing is confusing me. Because I pressed right, now I have pressed left. I don't know. This one area is a bit confusing. So it was the other room that was broken. The one with the ref. With the boxing ring, or whatever. What is it with bats and bombs? Mega Man has bad bombs, he has bad with bombs. Play the game with bats that had TNT. I think that the problem is, why do so many games have bats? Like, having bombs in a game, I guess bombs are cool. But bats, too many games have bats. Pinball minigame, you wish. Bats and birds are the most annoying things in game. And fish. I think the only thing worse than birds and bats in a video game are the fish that jump from below. So you never have enough time to react. And if you jump too early or too late, it's always a mess. So scary. Fish and flea, man.
I think I saw this room in What's Up Chuck magazine.
I'm trying to get out of here. The arrows keep reversing. It didn't happen on previous floors. So you can keep pressing left and keep moving between the same two rooms. It's a weird game. Dex on, dex off. It's a bit weird, yes. Now, I think we need to go to the basement to get the safe, but only after we get all the money bags. I think we have 3 out of 5. I could be mistaken. Okay, last floor. You love everything about this. Yeah, it's... other than having no gameplay, it's pretty good.
Paddy says,
Methinks he might be one potato shy of an Irish stew.
You know, I think I understood.
I have to turn on a space heater because it's too freaking cold. I should have saved before leaving the elevator just in case the game decides to be checked about it. Okay. Oh, it accesses the memory card when you press start. That's why when you get here it's already there, but that one time it wasn't. Because it was still loading. Interesting. It's an interesting technical aspect. I got my earmuffs too. You mean my big ass haircut? Yeah. Nothing happened! I thought the anvil was... I thought the anvil was gonna turn into something. Note, open back earmuffs don't keep you nearly as much warmth. I know. But open back headphones are expensive as balls, man. I did look it up when I was looking at these ones. They're too expensive. These ones are promoted as semi-open, which is a thing that doesn't actually exist, but they market it as semi-open. I don't know, I like these. They're much better than my previous ones. Like girls' clothing, pay more for less materials.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a high ho footprint.
You like that Donald clip? Oh no, that one, I knew that from somewhere. It's very... it's a bit disturbing. Oh, you made it fucked. I thought that was the way it was supposed to be. Good job. Okay, this is for the... Wait, why are you going that way? See, sometimes it get reversed. I press... Here you can only press left, so I pressed left. He went left. Now he transitions into here and he comes from the right. If you press left, he goes back. I have to press right. So he goes on the other right. If you press left, he goes on the wrong right. Not the right. In Last Pockets. Oh, Last Pockets is just demented. The animation's all the same. Soon he gets out of it and chases after them. Oh. I thought it felt a bit off. This one is a repeat!
Kipper?
Don't forget, sister, ultimate power corrupts.
It's not even the full quote. Would be a dark ending for Disney. Yeah. I was just maybe back in the 70s, 80s when they did this, they just didn't care, but Jesus. Oh, I hit the microphone, sorry. What?
Yikes, bombats!
Ah, shit, bombats. Okay, Plucky. Yeah, Plucky is a bit... nothingness on this. With the quotes that he uses. The floors are getting a bit more complicated. You can kind of get lost in these. So like 7th Guest didn't have any puzzles. Yeah, 7th Guest was a lot of fun. I rented that game as a kid. For DOS. I think it was DOS. Couldn't get very far, but I did like the puzzles. I remember really liking that chess puzzle.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a hi-ho duck dance. Woohoo! If I have to carry this dog bone anymore, I should get double pay.
Thing is, with 7th Guest, if you read the menu, you can just go to the library and skip any puzzle you're stuck on. I didn't have a... Oh, this is the dog with the bone, for the bone.
Where would we be without bit players?
I didn't know that, and I didn't have the manual at the time. And even if I did, I wouldn't be able to read it because English.
Now I've got waxy buildup.
The terrifying pooch. Wait, we're back down here? We have to redo... What's the plot being... What do you mean plot? Ilmaria wants to catch us, she did, but she just put us back at the start.
Kipper?
So we can't go in there, it's what you're telling me? Not yet, at least. Okay, so So we have to replay this floor, which is obnoxious. Load to go back up. I don't know if that's faster because of what we already did up there. Although we do have to redo it, right? Right. Right. Because it's gonna be 0 power anyway. On the elevator. We had done 2 of these, I think. So once we do the dog, we go back. We don't go into the door. We need something.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Bomb bats. Yeah, the plot is that Elmira is supposed to be like Dr. Frankenstein. She built a cuddly monster and she wants to swap our brains into the monster so he can't get caught by her. But we were, it didn't matter. And we want to escape the mansion, but we also want the treasure that's on the safe because Plucky is greedy. Bad Bombat RNG. It's kind of okay to get the Bombats right before the thing, otherwise you have to keep walking around. So there are worse times to get it. Feels like a game that would be acceptable in 95. I don't know, I feel like the transitions, the 3D animations for the transitions and everything are slightly better than what you would normally get in 95. Saw Nutcase yelling at a weed that sounded an awful lot like Elmira in this. Maybe he did voice work back in 1999. And then they fell on hard times. They already spoke like that before becoming a Nutcase. Can I skip? I can't skip.
Cable?
So even before I go there, I'm gonna save. Bring that 13 without the urgency or deaths. I don't know if I have seen that game. But this is 7th guess without puzzles. Don't even have to navigate much. Dragon's Lair, but horror themed. But the thing with Dragon's Lair is that the choices are timed, which makes me think more of a Myst style game than Dragon's Lair for this. How do you think it would go over if you asked the autograph? They probably deny you and say that you're from the government and get your chip out of their head. What do you mean with urgency? Oh, okay. I have a very frustrating story. I've told this before regarding Dragon's Lair. I never played it. And then I decided to play the Steam version. And I got into a soft lock that I think is only on the Steam version. It might have been fixed since then. There was this scene where, like, you couldn't... Like, there was no correct solution.
This deserves
I don't know why it was bugged. But no matter what you pressed, when you pressed, it wouldn't work. I tried for like 2 hours. I tried to find more information on it. I couldn't. And let me tell you, getting a soft lock in that game makes no sense. And I just didn't want to play through the entire thing again, not knowing if it was gonna happen again.
If I have to carry this dog bone anymore, I should
You've
get
mastered the
double
Mega
net.
CD and 3DO versions on Retro Arch. Retro achievements. Played the PC CD-ROM version. Yeah, the only one I tried to play was the Steam version, and it had that issue. Which made me kind of just
Where
give
would
up.
we be without bit players?
Dragon's Lair. Okay, so this is the door we can't go into. And I know that is the door by the dog's house. So just go back. I've never played it through. Yeah, I was like 70% through or something. It was a scene where there's like this kind of elevator that keeps dropping and you have to jump off the platform. It's probably been fixed. This was like years and years ago. It's gonna brush the teeth. Oh no, it's terrifying. Poor tooth, man. 3DO version is nice because if you know what direction to push, you can press it 1 or 2 seconds before the action, quite lenient. I think the Steam version you could choose how lenient it was. You could make it very lenient. The musics in this game, they're kind of forgettable, but they work fine. There's nothing special about them, but they're functional, competent. What happens when you get Elmira? Manuel said she chases you. This is one of those flipped control scenes, so I have to go right and then left. The NES Dragon's Lair is jacked. Yeah, I know. The SNES, I remember renting the SNES one and liking it. But that was, you know, 30 years ago. Of course I didn't beat it. Disney made Song of the South. Yeah,
I think we're about to be separated from our smarts. Yeah!
I've never seen it, but I know about it. I remember seeing those characters in some of the comic books I used to have.
I know you're on this floor, my little cuddly waddly.
Like the rabbit. No idea what those characters are called in English. The rabbit was called Quincas on our Portuguese.
I think those lovable brain boys are pretty close. I hear them.
So she's chasing after us. I don't know if... Decay was a game made by Shine, the creators of Earthworm Jim. Giant working for mad scientists in space. It is invaded and Kurt is sent down to stop. With a special suit, a hand machine gun, head-mounted sniper rifle, most of the third-person shooters was the usual Shiny. MDK2 was made by BioWare. I have played MDK when it was new. It did run on my computer. And I watched you play it, Sakura. I think you streamed it once, right? If it wasn't you, it was someone else, but I'm pretty sure I watched you. You played it. Yeah, I watched you play it. I like how one of the... Okay, reload. I remember when I was a kid, I really liked there was this one level that was like a ski level down a tunnel or something. And it had a song that really reminded me of the James Bond theme. All from the story of one Christmas. Wait! Shit!
My creation is up.
Fuck! The save doesn't save everything. It saves where you're at. And that's it. You have to redo everything still. It was definitely playing on that thing. Yeah, it was. I freaking loved it for it.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
It is.
Really bad.
It is bad. Because I don't know.
Like spawn bats.
I don't know how to avoid Elmira.
That was some shooting.
Dogwink our save system, yeah. Murder, death, kill. Yeah, that's the one I know. Massive dollops of ketchup.
Gracias, pussycats.
You're welcome, Mr. Speedy, sir.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a high-ho footprint.
You still love Speedy's cousin Slowpoke Rodriguez. Everyone likes him. I'm wondering if I should clear this floor first. See, there all the items in the inventory were lost. There are some games that have dumb save systems, yes.
Kebble?
Why did it go right if I pressed left? Sometimes it's supposed to flip and it doesn't flip the controls. Funny how he packs both the gun has mind control powers, as you do. Second one, let you play Max, the quad gun wielding dog, Dr. Trip Hawkins or Kurt. MDK. Wait, I pressed... This is confusing me. I want to leave the brush and tooth puzzle for last if it is deterministic that one always triggers Elmira. Then if you leave it for last, it is instead going to trigger... Okay, it did go, okay. It's instead going to trigger the elevator. And then we can go back, but then, like, we can only go to, like, the basement to get the treasure. Did I get this one? I did, I have to. Revolver pistol, as you'd say in the UK. Aren't those things like mutually exclusive? It's either a revolver or a pistol. Not at all. We can go up there, but that leads... Wait, where did I lead to? Revolver can't be an automatic pistol. I thought that pistols were... They couldn't be loaded with whatever you call the revolver thing where you put the bullets. I thought that's what made a pistol, the fact that he used the... It's not a magazine. If you... Whatever you say, people are gonna hate you, right? If you call it a magazine, it's not a magazine, it's a clip. If you say a clip, it's not a clip, it's a magazine, so I gave up. gun people, right? Watch any cowboy movie or Dirty Harry. But I don't want to. Revolver is almost always in sidearm form. There have been other revolver guns.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Pistol is a size and shape thing. It's made for shorty range and it's a small size. Oh. What makes a revolver? I thought it was the revolving thing. Oh, so a short range small revolver is a pistol, is what you're saying. But a large long-range revolver is not a pistol. Hello there, Sakura.
This deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck dance.
It's not common on rifles. Are there revolver rifles? Are there revolver shotguns? Is there a game that has a revolver shotgun? With a double-barreled revolver shotgun. I want one of those on a game now. It has 4 shots. It goes like a
Don't forget,
an
sister,
octagon.
ultimate power corrupts.
The revolution mechanic makes a revolver. We're still talking about guns. You call it revolution mechanic sounds like something in Civ games. John Constantine uses a holy revolver shotgun. There you go. It's pretty good. It's also holy. There are revolver shotguns. They never thought to ask if they should make revolver shotguns. They just asked if they could. Okay, we need 2 more, and if hopefully we don't get Elmira on the next one. This leads to the dog, right? We don't have a reason to go there. Because I don't know, Remorse has an auto shotgun which do exist but are banned by the Geneva Convention. Oh, interesting. No, we don't want this. This is the one that activates Elmira. Right? Oh no, it was this one. Okay, so get this one here. Hopefully it doesn't trigger Elmira. The pump shotgun has been the standard for good reasons. Clippers don't have the bullets clipped together and shove them into the gun. Sons, children. Don't shove anything into children, please. She's back! Okay, what do? I can get the last one. I can rush to the elevator. Is that what we do? Or do we go for the dog and try to make it past? Shit! I don't know what... You said clip. Yeah. You were a bit late on that. I'm sorry. So we got the elevator back, but Elmira is after us. I think we need to get the elevator to the base. Why are you here? It pushed right! You dickhead. Okay, now go left.
know you're on this floor, my little cuddly waddly.
What does it say about Elmira on the manual? Hang on. Manual. If a picture of Elmira comes up, you'd better run for your brains. This means Elmira is alerted to your presence and is coming to find you. You'll have to dodge her and find a quick way off the floor. Beware, she uses the same elevator you do. If she finds you, it could spell the end. That doesn't help me. Now, we did get one of the bags of cash. Maybe we keep it even if she catches us. Or is the game truly reset?
I think we're about to be separated from our smarts. Yeah!
Let me try doing a different path.
I think we're about to be separated from our smarts. Yeah!
Does that mean that I can't go in here? I mean, if last time we went in here we immediately died, and he did say we're gonna be separated from our smarts. So maybe that's the hint, you can't go in there now. So maybe now we go through the dog's door.
I know you're on this floor, my little cuddly waddly.
You haven't died yet. And I don't know if we keep the money bags, like if she catches you, is that a reset? Or do we keep our things?
Where would we be without bit players?
Take my boner. Yes. Okay, last time as soon as we entered here we died. But we hadn't gotten all the power and Elmira wasn't after us, so maybe that's different now? Yeah, I can...
Wow, didn't I see this place in better toilets and sewers? Oh.
Could I move before? I don't think I could. I think this might be new. There's a little hole?
You know, the more you turn on, the more you turn on.
You have said that and it was dumb the first time around. Did I skip something I shouldn't have skipped? I can't... Elmira... Oh, we... The more you turn on indeed. Yeah? Okay, does that mean we dodged her? And that's the only way to dodge her. And now we... But I didn't look fully in that room. I hope I didn't miss a money bag. I don't know if I have all of them. Yeah, I think that means we dodged Elmira. Oh, the freaking elevator! The elevator is discharged. Hello there, Liluchiro. Elevator is discharged. Which means I have to do the entire thing just to see if I got the money bags, but I didn't fully explore that other place. Okay, I think what I need to do is reload, fully explore the place before going to the hole, and then here we have to recharge the elevator again and then go to the bottom floor. I hope the game is going well. It was better before, now it's kind of weird. But here's the thing, I had too much coffee because I wanted to be awake. I'm gonna have to pause the timer here. I'll hit the bathroom. I'll be back in less than 3 minutes, okay? Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm gonna resume the timer. And I'm gonna follow that plan. Because I don't think... Because if we do all of this elevator thing just to figure out we didn't do everything, it's gonna be worse. So now we know, like, you have to explore this first room fully. Then go to the next one, do that again, and then we're gonna be chased by her. That's when you go into the dog room. And then I have to fully explore there, and have to leave going into the hole for last.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Bomb bats! Because if you don't fully explore this first, you'll have to come back here to clear this out, and if you try going back here, you get caught by Elmira. So now you have to specifically do this room fully before the next one. I just don't know why it's so small, the window to shoot there. Because it's 2D, it's not for performance reasons. Explore.wave spotted, yeah. Now here's weird, you can go left or right. If you go right... Game time. You end up here. Oh no, that's correct. That's a loop. No, that's right. Okay, so there's 2 lights in this. There's gonna be another bomb bats on the next one. So we go like this. This will give me bomb bats, and then I go back to the right. Back from here. And this thing going up here, it's a second chance of getting the bone. We already have it, so we don't need this. So I think Elmira is one of the outcomes of the wheel, but I think it only happens once, exactly there where you have to find the alternate way back. I don't think it's anywhere else. Kind of like a scripted thing. Still better than a certain test game. I was thinking of that game
This
today.
deserves a
That
double
game is
thumbs up for
horrible.
Hi-Ho Duck Dance.
It's still at the bottom of our list. I still couldn't find anything worse than that. Talk about the SNES one. Even the Game Gear one is better than that. Game Gear one is a game. The SNES one is a horrible, horrible tech demo. I don't mind this game. Like, it's not for me, but it's fine for what it is. And Furballs animations are outstanding. It could do better with the voice lines. They fall very flat. These animations are nothingness. You dead that absurd song in your head again today. Sorry to hear about your dad. But there can't be anything else to explore on that room because you already get all 6. No, there could be. Because we did find the bone as an extra thing outside of the lights. So that activates the elevator, but you don't want it. Oh, so you don't need to get... Technically, you don't need to get all 6 in here since you don't want the elevator anyway.
I think we're about to be separated from our smarts. Yeah!
Like, as soon as you get the money bags, you're done. But I think you can't go through the dog door without activating Elmara, because otherwise Elmara is there waiting for you. I think that's how it's supposed to work.
I know you're on this floor, my little cuddly waddly.
Where would we be without bit players?
Unless we go right and Elmara kills us, that would be depressing. Because then we would have to do this yet again. So from here we go right. There is the hole. But I'm not going into the hole right now. This is the thing that I wanted to check. If we go right here. There is this.
Please, could you find it in your hearts to help me?
I can interact with it.
Mother. There it is. We have to find a way to free it. Then again, perhaps not. Ah, yes, a pig and his monster. What a bucolic sight.
It seems I found this piece of paper which says, set the last generated number to 0.
Oh, we need it! Because, yeah, we were missing one of the numbers. Yep. I did good. I did have to redo this. Okay, please, just don't give me an Elmira right here. I just need to go right. And then I go up into the hole. And then it's going to reset the elevator lights and then I can save, probably. Their inventory storage. Who is inventory storage? Okay, the elevator is reset. I'm gonna assume I can save here and it's correct. So now I just need to activate the elevator again so I can go back to...
It's not first class, but it will do.
So I can go back to the basement. This leads to the bone, right? I should check. Yeah, it's the bone.
This is good.
Now that looked to me I should have let played it. Plucky and Hampton. Their inventory storage. I guess? They're like they said on the back of the box, they're comic relief. That's our clue for you can't play as them.
This is good. We are out. All that duck sweat and I still have not been paid.
I thought it was weird that they were both comic relief, but you don't play as them. Like you look at the box art, it has both of them and Furball very small in the corner and you play as Furball. That makes no sense. Interesting, there's nothing here. This is just for the bone. This is to kill the bomb bats. Okay, finally we can start charging the elevator. But what are we gonna get? We can't get any more bags. I can't skip the animations.
Kibble?
If we get Elmira, we might be in trouble again. Oh, it's the nuclear bread. All toasters, toast. All the good ones, yes.
Kibble?
Okay, maybe it's a repeat and we can't get Elmira. The coffee robot. Okay, we're only getting 4-leaf clovers. Okay, this is where it came from, so we go on the other door. You know, I have to agree, this game does look pretty good. Good mix of art styles and everything like you guys mentioned. I can't? Wait, didn't show the arrows for me for some reason. The fact that it forces you to rewatch these is kind of dumb. Yeah, it's kind of lacking in the game design department.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Ah, bomb bats. Yay. Elevator, we can't...
Excuse me, what flies around and goes boom?
What flies around goes boom, that's kind of okay. I can't because of bomb bats. If we didn't have to watch the animation, how long would the game be? And that's... another one. And that's the last two. Yeah, the game would be probably be pretty short, but that's the thing with a lot of games like this. Like, say, Myst and Seventh Guest and whatever. Like, you have all the time that you spend on the animations of switching between scenes, right? The navigation transitions. Whenever you play one of these games that doesn't have the transitions, where it's instant movement, it can go by really freaking fast if you know what you're doing. And the best example of that...
There's a double thumbs up for I-Ho Duck Dance.
And it's not an adventure game, it's not a Myst-style game. That reminds me, I've mentioned this a bunch of times, of the first two Might and Magic games, where there are no transitions for anything. Meaning, if you keyboard hard enough, if you just mash the keyboard really fast, you blaze through everything. It's so satisfying once you get a rhythm. You're going to combat and it's just tap 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 and it's done, and then you just tap 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 go elsewhere.
Kibble?
Alright, this is the last one. This activates the elevator. We take the elevator to the basement. Right, because that's where the treasure was. Once we get to the basement, we save. And I usually wouldn't even consider skipping animations. Most games I don't skip animations either, unless I've seen them hundreds of times before. But in the case of these games, watching those animations once is plenty. They're a bit dumb. Okay, so if we pick the wrong floor, we're gonna waste a lot of time. So please, basement, thank you. If you go to the top floor, you have to do all of it.
Paddy says you have to find a bone, or else the devil dog will eat you if you're a duck.
You have to do all of that floor again, and then go into the hole,
He might be one
and then do the entire third floor again. It would be a tremendous waste of time. Okay, let me save. Please let me save, thank you. Of course, if it is not the basement, then we are gonna be wasting a bunch of time here. Like this floating warehouse. It's still exploding. Now, I wonder if we need... I wonder if we need to get everything here. Because it might be a case of just going to the treasure. To this day. Yeah, it's going to be exploding until we go back to that game and beat it. Which I'm not very in the mood to try. I'm gonna head down to the treasure. And maybe that's the end, and then we don't need to do all of this. And if it isn't, then we'll have to redo everything, I guess. My guess is as good as yours, I suppose. Wait, is this a flipped... No, it isn't. Sure, the residents nearby have lodged complaints about the noise. Yeah, it's a mess. What is even in there for it to be exploding this much? Wait, is it not the basement? I'm pretty sure it is the basement. Because we already had one bag when we activated the thing. Meaning we had done 2 levels because the first one didn't have any bags or the second one didn't have any bags. Like, my memory is not the best, but... Oh, I think it's this door. Yeah. I mean... Right? Here, okay, I did right. And 0.
Gold. It's mine. I mean, ours.
Okay, does that mean we still need... Okay, we still need to do all of the things to grab the elevator back. Probably. I guess. Music is good. Yeah! There's nothing too memorable about the music, but it's very competent.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Bomb bats! Yikes! Yeah, we probably need to go back to ground floor. I don't remember if there was like an exit there. I mean, I remember the first place there. First screen of the game. Maybe just get to it when the game ends. But I will need to find
This
5.
deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck dance.
The sport, yes. Red meat's very splortish. Okay. I'm just making sure we're not missing anything. Well, if anything messes up, we are still saved.
Find an Acme exit. Time is of the essence.
I'm trying. There might be a correct order to do these, just like in the top level. Hopefully not. Furball is cute, like his ripped ear and bandaged tail. Yeah, because he's supposed to be unlucky, so he's always effed up. Acme exit. Is it not where we came from then? I don't remember seeing anything like that. The only Acme we saw was the... generator where we got the safe.
Kipper?
It's just a little guy. They're all little guys. They're tiny guys, even.
Kipper?
It's a shame you can't save midway through a level. I mean, you can, it doesn't do anything. You know, now that I think about it, I think the reason that they didn't do the other characters 3D was because
Yikes, bomb
it clearly was a lot of work to get Furball to look this good. So it was the lazy thing for them to do it like this. It's kind of, you know, because they were like, oh, everyone will want 3D. But again, it looks really good. You were expecting Pixel, Bill, or Ted to jump out of that car. That would be pretty decent, yes. It would be excellent, even. When the game decides to guide you, you can't fight it. Like, it follows the arrows and that's it. Crazy.
This deserves a double thumbs up and a hi-ho duck
Very
dance.
crazy. We have 2 more. One is this, the other one is to the right of this. I think we can barely see it for like 2 frames. But that guy's supposed to be the Phantom of the Opera. He has a mask on his right side.
Kipper?
but you can't see it for more than one frame. Okay, we're in the clear because this activates the elevator. It has no way to summon Elmara. Okay. And now, I think we go back to ground level. Unless there is another button on the elevator, no, there wasn't there before. It's brewing, but the mask is there. It's brewing. So I guess it's here. This is the first level. This is where it's the entrance, so it should be the exit. Brief, yes. It is very brief, 1 or 2 frames. I didn't notice it the first time.
Paddy says the devil dog protects the lab. Be careful and carry a big dog bone.
Yeah, that is an old hint.
Methinks he might be one.
You like patty? I like beef patty. Man, I'm hungry. Okay. Let me see if I can head to the exit. Or entrance. This was just... Yeah, I'm not going there. Wait, what? Alright, here they had multiple levels. Right, this was the entrance. Can I don't have any guesses other than shooting at that barrier. If it appears here. Which it doesn't. Okay, then I don't know what the game wants me to do. And now I would have to redo everything here and go to a different level. There was nothing here, right? This was the entrance that doesn't work. Yeah, okay. I don't remember if this level we came from when we skipped the 5th one was the 3rd or the 4th. Because if we have to find an exit in a level we haven't been to, it would be the other one. No, the paintings are pretty good. It's one of the better ones.
Yikes, bomb bats!
Bomb bats.
Don't worry about those flying cannonballs. You got the bomb bat disabler.
Ooh, don't say.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a hi-ho buttons.
So if we complete all of this and we don't find the exit, then I go to the next floor and we go through everything again until we find the exit, I guess. Combat Disabler. Yeah, it's a very specific name. How do you deal with the Bombat? Why would the Bombat Disabler force? It's right there, it's in the name. Yeah, look, it's a Death Star and an USS Enterprise. Stupid animations. This is Splort gun. Yeah, I should have been called a Splortinator 2000. Yay, animations. Yeah, this one is one of the worst with the battery. It just plugs in and that's it. So creepy. You dare to scare. Okay, so we have finished the first floor and it wasn't here. We're gonna go through the entire game again because it's on the last floor for some ass reason. The one we escaped from before. It could be. I don't know. Which means we're doing everything again. I really thought it was gonna be on this floor. We are on this floor, which was the entrance. The exit is not here. We have been there, right? That's where we got the treasure. Alright, Sophia, thanks for stopping by and for the beats. Have a good sleep, my friend. Alright, we got the treasure, we activated everything, and we went into the elevator. We went here because it looked like it would be the exit. It wasn't. So it's one of these three. There is that exit, the hole that escapes from here, but I don't think... I'll go here. And hopefully the answer is there.
Paddy says you have to set the generator correctly in order to open the safe and get the riches.
I already did.
Methinks he might be one potato.
Oh, this is where we escape from.
Find an Acme exit. Time is of the essence.
Find an Acme exit. What? Where? Okay, so we need to do this entire floor again. For the third time.
Cable?
I'm gonna, while these animations play, I'm gonna take a look at the manual. See if there's anything there.
Cable?
Manual talks about the money bag that we have already gotten. Does this take me to the elevator? No, it's here.
Cable?
Manual doesn't have anything. Right, I'm back to the elevator.
Find an Acme exit. Time is of...
need to find the exit. I'm trying. Yeah, everything that happens after you find the bag of money is just stretching the game out. It's just betting. We're doing everything as you try to find the exit. Yes, bomb bets.
This deserves a double thumbs up with a hi-ho duck dance.
Gruesome.
Is it cable?
Once again, the nuclear bread. That explodes. Right. Now, hang on a moment. This is where we came from, and there is a passage here that I want to check. We already have everything for the elevator, but I have to... Because I have no way of knowing where the exit is. This is where we come from when we escaped the 5th floor. So this was pretty much empty. This leads to the bone. Can we use this as an exit?
Don't worry, the monster's still in my pocket. Let's hightail it or lowtail it or whatever tail it takes to get out of here.
Wait, is this it? It is?
I say, that was exciting. But let's not do it again too soon.
Darn gypsy moth.
Everybody's talking about Toonenstein. She's building a monster and it's blowing my mind. Everybody's talking about Toonenstein.
Are they?
She's building a monster and it's blowing my mind.
In a mansion, on a quest for fame and fortune. And Hampton, here's my guest. He's scared, y'all. I wanna go home. I said, Bacon boy, I ain't going in alone. That's crazy. The place is haunted, but there's a fortune ignition inside, and you know I really want it. That's the key. Electricity. Stick with me. I'm Plucky D.
Everybody's talking about Toonenstein. She's building a monster and it's blowing my mind. Everybody's talking about Toonenstein.
I'm building a monster.
And it's blowing my mind.
Listen up, this is my house, and it's cozy. But there's a ducky and a piggy, and they're getting kinda nosy. Ooh, you know I like games. First I'll hug them, then I'll squeeze them, and then I'll switch their brains. They can't have my creation. In fact, I think I'll send them on a permanent vacation with a hug and a squeeze.
Excuse me, lads. Could you help me, please?
Everybody's talking about Toonenstein. She's building a monster and it's blowing my mind. Everybody's talking about Toonenstein. She's building a monster and it's blowing my mind.
Cringy rap.
That is gonna make it. That is gonna make it fucking for you. Yes, it gets it. Oh,
Jump back, gotta kiss myself.
Everybody's talking about
Funk your fuck you.
she's building a monster.
I'm pretty sure the Irish guy said fucking at some point.
Everybody's talking
It's Gene Cummings as Patty. He was very busy.
and it's blowing my mind.
Big baby, I came here to party.
Where's that duck when you need him?
Elmira, MC. I'm blowing your mind. You know what time it is.
Is it time to stop the timer? It is. 2.5 hours. And at least 1 hour of that was just rewatching the same animations over and over again. She's not a master of much, no. Okay. Tiny Toon Adventures, Toonenstein, Dare to Scare, 2.5 hours. It's a game, I guess. Let me turn off the console. Thank you guys for the GGs. Another one down, yes. Turn off the console so I can get some silence. So yeah. Toonenstein, I'm gonna rank it somewhere. It's not a bad game, it was kind of okay-ish. It was just very... Where do I rank it? Somewhere around here, I guess. No, it will have to be under the Porky Pig game. Yeah, okay. So this game is an adventure game for kids. It's Myst for toddlers. It's Seventh Guest for people with learning disabilities. It's if the animations were cool, if they weren't like those nothingness 3D things, cringe Myst, yeah. If those 3D animations were so bland, like the Elmira character, the Toonenstein character, I think she's supposed to be called Toonenstein. She's Toonenstein. That version of Elmira is nothingness. Plucky Duck and Hampton don't show up enough, and when they do, it's like the same lines over and over again. Fireball is fucking amazing. That's the best 3D Fireball sprite I've ever seen. Seemed more like a college project that got out of hand. The art style that mixed up the 3D with the hand-drawn stuff was kind of alright. The music was competent, if a bit forgettable. And I think if you are 6 years old or 5 and you play this, I think you're gonna have a grand old time. I think we're just looking at from a perspective of not the 90s and not kids, not literal children. So it seemed relevant, but you know, you can walk around as Fireball and see a bunch of fun dialogue, and there is a bit of a challenge, and there is a hunting mini game, and yeah. How many 3D Fireballs are there? We have seen one so far. No. Yeah, no, there wasn't a Fireball in the bowling game. Yeah, no, this is the first one, but it's the best one I've seen. But yeah, I'm gonna give this game a half thumbs, not up nor down. It's not bad, it's just not for us. It's competent. It's on thumbs up. It's for what it is. It's whatever. You can't expect it to be what it didn't set out to be. And I'm gonna call it shit for kids.